Real quick before we begin this video, I'm sorry, I know I've done this at the beginning of like the last 3 videos where I just put in something that I forgot. But this isn't something I forgot. I just wanted to say this at the beginning of my video. It's that today we hit 100 subscribers, or we are at 100 right now as of recording this. I don't know if we've lost any since then or gained any, but I do want to just say thank you for 100 subscribers. It really appreciate it. It really means a lot. I didn't expect this like at all. Right around the Crunchyroll anime video, I had like 30 subscribers, and that was like 2 weeks ago, and now we're at 100. It's just awesome. I just really want to say thank you guys so much. It really means a lot. I was hoping that was like a goal for like the end of the year, and we hit it not even like halfway through the year, which is awesome. And I also want to let you know that I have a custom URL. So if you don't know what that is, on YouTube, when you hit 100 subscribers, the URL at the top, right before I was at 100 subscribers, it was like youtube.com and then just a bunch of random letters and like symbols and stuff like that. It was confusing. But when you hit 100 subscribers, YouTube lets you make a custom URL. So right now it is youtube.com/JC's anime reviews. If you type that in, you can find me. Instead of having to type in, like, I think it was, like, each time you go to the site, it was, like, just a bunch of random... Instead of typing in all the random symbols and numbers or whatever, or instead of having to go through YouTube to find me, you can just type in youtube.com/JC's anime reviews. And by the way, you don't have to put it in caps. You can if you want to. The capitalization doesn't matter at all. You can do it lowercase or whatever. Just want to let you guys know. And I also want to do like 100 subscriber special. And I haven't really had time to think about it. To be honest, I was thinking maybe it would just be like a top 10 of my favorite anime, because I did anime recommendation list in the past, but they weren't like they weren't my personal favorite. They were good animes, but I was just thinking of doing something like that. I asked on Instagram. So far I've got actually a couple good ideas. Or from you guys have given me a couple of good ideas, but in the comments, if you want to let me know anything that you think I should do for a 100 subscribers special, then feel free to. Maybe I'll do one of those. We'll see. It'll probably be out next week or by the end of this week. I need to figure out exactly what to do. So it'll most likely be out next week. Need to figure out what exactly to do, and then I have to actually do the video, and it might take a little bit more time. So it should be out sometime next week, maybe the week afterwards, but I'll try to do it as soon as possible. So yeah, leave me leave me in the comments below what 100 subscriber special you think I should do, or what special video I should do. And yeah, okay. Thank you guys so much, and I hope that you enjoy the review. Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Jordan, and welcome to JC's Anime Reviews. And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, the way we're going to do this is we are going to review each part. So JoJo, so far, the anime has 5 parts. The first part is Phantom Blood. The second part, I can't remember the name of it. The third part, Stardust Crusaders. Fourth part, Diamond is Unbreakable. And the fifth part is Golden Wind. So I'm decided to split this up into 5 different parts. So the first part we're going to do is Phantom Blood. And now I'm just doing this because it's just a lot easier, because the way JoJo is set up is that basically each season gets a new main character. So it would be a little hard to review the entire thing. So for this one, we're just going to do the part 1. I think the part 1's only like 9 episodes or something like that. And yeah, so far the anime only has 5 parts, but the manga, I believe, goes to 8 or 9, maybe. I think I was just reading about it. It's like, or 7 or 8, something like that, somewhere around there. But yeah, we're gonna start off with this one, Phantom Blood, which is relatively short, so this may not be a very long video. But yeah, I just thought that would be a nice way to do this. So this is part 1, and then I'm gonna be trying to work on the next part very soon. And yeah. So hopefully we can do this. This is kind of, I've wanted to like talk about JoJo's for a long time. I'm actually currently rewatching it. I'm about I'm almost done with part 4, and I'm about to rewatch part 5. So they may be a little bit longer. I'll do this one, and then who knows, I'll try to do the second one and third one and fourth one, because I'll have caught up on that. But each season's a little long, so part 5 might take a little longer, but who knows. So yeah, we're going to start talking about part 1 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The first part, Phantom Blood, is set in Liverpool, England in 1880, and follows the adventures of a young man named Jonathan Joestar, known as JoJo, living on his wealthy father's, George's, estate. And George takes in a homeless boy named Dio Brano. And the reason why George ends up taking in this boy named Dio is because when JoJo was very young, like a couple months old or something like that, he was in a carriage accident, and JoJo's mother died, and George was injured really badly, and there was a thief passing by, and he was going to try to steal from the carriage or steal from the rich people's dead bodies, and it turned out that George was still alive. So basically, what happened is that George tells the thief, like, thank you for saving me, because he thought that the thief had saved him, and he tells him that I owe you my life, and basically, if you need anything at all, come to me, and, like, I owe you a debt for saving me, basically. So what ends up happening is a few years go by, the thief ends up having a kid named Dio, and I think some time passes by, and Dio and JoJo both grow up to be like 12 or 14 or something like that. So what ends up happening is that Dio's father ends up getting really sick, and he tells Dio, like right before he dies, he tells him to go see this guy named George because he owes him his life or whatever. Tell him that, or give him my name and tell him I sent you, and he'll take care of you. And he basically tells him, like, if you play your cards right, you can try to take all of his fortune or whatever. So what ends up happening is Dio's father dies, and Dio goes to stay with them. So that's why George takes in Dio, because he owes his father his life, or he thinks he does, or at least. Or Dio, he ends up bullying Jonathan, and he is plotting to become the sole heir to the Joestar fortune. However, his attempts are thwarted, and he resorts to using an ancient stone mask, which transforms him into a vampire. With his sights now set on world domination, Jonathan, with Italian Hammond master Will A. Zippelli and a former street thug Robert Speedwagon, basically he goes out to try to stop him with his new power. So guys, I just want to tell you that with part 1, there probably is not very much that I have to say about it. It's very short. It's like 9 episodes long. It's my least favorite part in all of JoJo's. So I just want to let you know that there's not going to be a whole lot here. But yeah, I just want to talk about the characters and let you guys know what I think of it. So I think we're going to start off with Jonathan Joestar. I like him. He's pretty cool. He's like, when you see him and he like grows up, he's like fucking built. Like, he's huge. Like the man's giant. Like, a lot of the JoJo's characters are like that, by the way. They're very just like really muscly, but I think he's like the biggest dude. Yeah, he like plays football, and like that would be terrifying to see him running down the field like that. And yeah, it's interesting to see him like grow up. You don't necessarily spend too much time with him growing up. I think it's like 1 episode or something like that. But I do think that was interesting, and seeing him, he grows up with this guy Dio. I thought that was interesting, seeing their relationship, because him turning out to be like evil, or like him plotting to take over the world and turning to a vampire. Even though Dio was like he very much was very, like, he hated Jonathan and was very mean to him, but still Jonathan still, like, he spent all these years with him and grew up with him, so you can kind of feel that, like, Jonathan really still kind of wants to be his friend, even though he's kind of a dick, and he wants to take over the world and kill a lot of people. He's still kind of like that, because, I mean, he grew up with him for, I think it was like 18 years or something like that. Like, it was a long time. He was very much like his brother. And yeah, I don't know. I like him. He ends up learning something called Hammon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Which is basically, for me, it felt very a basic power thing at first. Like, it's very similar. It reminded me of like Chakra or Ki or Nen, which are all very different, but it kind of reminded me of sort of the same thing, like this energy inside of you that you use to do different things. But this is different. It's kind of like sun energy, So it's like he's a vampire, so the sun hurts vampires, so it's the like sun energy and it can hurt the vampire. And yeah, Jonathan's a pretty good character. I like him. Yeah, I don't know if there's that much to talk about him. I think we'll talk about Dio. And as I was saying, how Jonathan, like, he kind of very much sees Dio as like a brother. It's very much different for Dio. Dio, like, hates Jonathan and, like, just wants to take over the world. And yeah, I don't know. I actually really like Dio. Is one of my favorite characters throughout JoJo's. I really like him. I think that he's just a very good villain. He's very good at just being like a bad guy. I don't know. I just really like him. He's one of my favorite anime villains of all time. I think that he's really cool seeing his, like, I don't know if he has vampire powers, but he's just, oh yeah, he does. He has like he did a bunch of weird powers. I'm not going to tell you exactly what they are, but seeing him turning into a vampire for the first time is really cool because, like, no one knows how to stop him at first, and like guns stabbing him, fire, like nothing works on him, and it's just really cool to see him be like that. And yeah, I really, really like that. I think the other two characters are Speedwagon and Zeppeli. I like Zeppeli. He's kind of like the master to Jonathan. He teaches him how to use Hammond. And yeah, I like him. I don't know. I like him. There's not too much that I really want to say about him. I thought that it was cool. I really like Speedwagon. There's like this one scene, or at some point in JoJo's, where they say his name, or there's a meme with him. It's later on. It's not in that part, but I really like Speedwagon. But yeah, I think that's all the characters I really have to talk about. Overall, I think that it's pretty good. I don't know. It seems like it's a very good starting point. Like, a lot of the stuff, like, I feel like it's all built off of that part, because even though it is a new main character each season, it follows this, or Joestar family bloodline. Each part usually is somehow connected to the last part. Even if it's not by much, some of them have like one character from the last part in the second or in the other part, and they're not in it for very long, or they have just some small part in it, but they're usually all connected. So all the stories are usually connected, which I really like that. Yeah, I just think part 1 is good. There's not like too much to like about it. As I was saying, it's only 9 episodes. I like the whole like vampire and Hammond thing, and seeing the fights between them was really, really cool. Yeah, I think that part 1, if you're seeing it for the first time, you're gonna have to get used to everything, like the animation, for example. Whenever they fight, I don't know how to explain it, but they change the colors. Like, let's just say sometimes they'll change it so his hair looks orange and his costume looks purple. I don't know how to explain it. It's very different each time. They usually just change the colors around when they're fighting, and to be honest, I kind of like it. It didn't bother me that much. It does take some getting used to. It's nothing like any anime you've ever seen before. Super over the top fights. It's really, really cool. So I'm gonna give JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 Phantom Blood a B. B or B minus is kind of right around where I'm feeling right now, because there's nothing like that I loved about this part. It's decent, like, it's pretty good. That's about it. Like, it's nothing like amazing. I think for me, my favorite part might be part 3 or 5. 3, 5, and 4 are all pretty good. Those are all pretty good, and I'm actually really excited to talk about that. This one, like, it's probably not going to be a super long video because there's not much to talk about in part 1. But yeah, I'd recommend checking out if you want to try out something new. It's very different from anything that you've seen before. And yeah, I also want to let you guys know that I am trying to watch all the anime that you recommend me. Sometimes it's a little bit much. I just recently finished a show on Netflix called Money Heist, or Caught Up With It, or whatever. That show's really, really good, by the way. I would recommend checking that one out too. It's not anime, but I just finished that, so I'm going to try to just get back and start watching more anime. Like, for example, last night I started watching The Irregular at Magic High School, which someone said that I should do or put on the next list. And yeah, I've only seen the first 10 minutes, by the way. It was at like 6 in the morning and I fell asleep, so I'm probably going to continue watching that tonight. But just want to let you guys know that I am trying to watch all the ones that you recommend me. For example, someone said that I should do 7 Deadly Sins and Noragami Review, and I would like to do those. I feel like that would be fun to do those. But I have to like rewatch them. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I have to watch. I'm actually working on another random anime challenge video as well, so I have to watch that to record that. And yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. So sometimes some of the reviews that you guys ask me to might come a little bit later. It just kind of depends. I'm gonna try my best to work on them, but most of them I just need to watch again. And if I do Seven Deadly Sins, by the way, I will most likely do a very similar style to this, or I'll do seasons at a time, because I in Seven Deadly Sins I feel very different about each season. We'll get into that. This is a completely other video, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and thank you guys so much for all the support. I think we're at 90 subscribers now. In my Hunter x Hunter review, I think I mentioned how, like, I was just saying thank you guys. We were at like 88. Now we're at 90. We're 10 subscribers away from 100, which is just crazy. So I would really appreciate it if you just subscribe, if you like, share the video around, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.